Hi, I'm Dan Lee, and I'm a member of NOAA, the National Organization for Albinism and Hypopigmentation. And I was excited to learn about NOAA in recent years. There was no NOAA when I was growing up, and at the age of 5, my parents took me to the ophthalmologist because they were told that I had albinism. And the doctor told my parents that I was blind, and that in fact I needed to be put in an institution because I was not going to be able to survive. Fortunately, my parents did not do that. I continued with many of those struggles and challenges as I grew up. I ended up working for a large nonprofit organization as an engineer. In spite of the major challenges of albinism, I have been successful. I'm amazed that the same misinformation that my parents received 60 years ago still exists today. There is one difference, and that difference is NOAA.
NOAA, connecting the albinism community.
NOAA was founded because people with albinism knew very little about albinism. There was not much available in libraries when people needed to know about their condition.
1 in 20,000 people in the United States has some type of albinism. Most people have heard the term albino sometime in their lives, yet few know its medical causes, and fewer still know what it means to be a person born with albinism.
Albinism is a genetic abnormality of melanin formation. Melanin is a pigment that occurs in the skin and the hair and the eyes. And in albinism, the amount of melanin that forms in those tissues is reduced or is absent. And that leads to the changes, the ocular changes of albinism, and the skin changes, the hypopigmentation of the skin.
NOAA exists to connect the albinism community. People who have albinism need to deal with significant emotional and medical issues. Since the condition is so rare, it's imperative that doctors and educators be informed about the condition. Parents of children with albinism need to know how to properly care for their children.
We were lucky that the NOAA conference in 1998 was in Chicago, given that we're from the Chicagoland area. There was a tremendous amount of support. We learned about skin care. We learned about, seeing dermatologists. We saw seminars on people with albinism who were driving and visual aids. We saw the NOAA video that came out that year and was introduced at that conference. We saw all of the things that NOAA was doing to help people in the albinism community, and we saw all this when Aiden was just 7 months old, and so we were kind of baptized into this family, and since then we've participated in every way that we can.
As a mother, it was just really comforting to see this organization and all these people that Aiden would be able to go to and meet with and talk to as he grew up. And so, I know that he won't be able to talk to us about many issues, but there is this organization out there full of contacts and people that he can talk to and go to, and that was just very comforting for me.
In addition to parents, NOAA addresses several communities of interest within its membership who have extra burdens and pressures. These experiences are frustrating, sometimes frightening, and potentially detrimental to one's self-esteem.
It was some kind of festival, and I had him up around my neck, and there were 2 policemen there, and they were trying to harass me and him, They said, somebody's crossed the line. Somebody's crossed the line. And I didn't say nothing at first. But a little while afterwards, they kept following us around. See, I told you they crossed the line. And I turned around and faced him. And I said, wait a minute. I said, nobody crossed the line. Now, he said, well, he's half white. I said, no, he's not. I said, he's black, just like I am.
The opportunity to share such experiences and suggestions on how to cope with societal burdens and prejudices is a priceless benefit for those attending NOAA conferences and chapter meetings.
I think NOAA Teen Weekends are had been helpful to me because I was not only able to meet people who had similar experiences to me, but I was able to see the great differences that can kind of exist between people when growing up with albinism.
Besides bringing people together with albinism, it's important to understand that there are many issues involved with the condition and there are many forms of albinism. Unfortunately, there are few doctors with any real experience with albinism, and in some cases, parents of children with albinism receive little or no information, and in other cases, they receive misinformation which causes undue pain.
Because of the relatively low incidence of albinism, few researchers and political advocates are interested in albinism. NOAA must fill the information void.
What NOAA should do to help educate doctors is first to impress upon them that understanding of albinism is an important problem, number one. Number two, that there is a lot of misinformation out there. Three, the organization can become visible at national meetings, such as the American Academy of Ophthalmology and the College of Optometry, and impress upon them that to provide knowledgeable and accurate information provides a major service for these individuals, while to be unknowledgeable and unwittingly perhaps provide misinformation is to provide an inappropriate disservice to this group of patients.
To date, researchers have identified 10 genes that cause various forms of albinism. One form of albinism brings other health problems in addition to low vision.
As a person with HPS, I can tell you that Hermansky-Putlag syndrome is a genetically acquired condition that includes albinism, tendencies to bleeding, problems with colitis, and in more serious cases, accumulation of serum in the lungs that tends to develop into fibrosis of the lung and can cause death. NOAA helped me to deal with HPS in a more educative way. When I first found out that I had HPS in 1988, I got tested, I found out I had it, and then I put it on my back burner because no one was doing anything about it. One afternoon in 1990, I was going in the computer in the internet, found the NOAA website, and there I also found the HPS network website, which opened a whole new doors for me in terms of education, prevention, and maybe cure someday of Hermansky-Putlag syndrome. So NOAA was the door for me into the HPS network, which has been my companion for the last 5 years.
The low vision associated with albinism presents challenges to students and teachers in regular classrooms. NOAA provides teachers with the specialized knowledge required to deal with students with special needs.
The school needs advance notice that they're having a child in the class that's a little different. They need to know, for instance, if the child's going to need large print books, they have to order them months in advance, or you end up waiting till December and the child falls behind.
NOAA is not only a resource for parents, but it's also a great source for teachers. By teachers calling in, asking specific questions about students that they may be working with, they can get information from individuals who are knowledgeable about albinism, or through the materials that NOAA provides. They can have good, accurate information to answer their questions.
For nearly 20 years, NOAA has brought the albinism community together by holding national conferences, by establishing an 800 number, by putting up a website and publishing various information bulletins. But this is really only the beginning. This work has been accomplished on the backs of volunteers. In order for that work to continue and to expand, NOAA needs to grow from a grassroots organization to a professional not-for-profit organization.
Because of NOAA, I was able to contact the HPS network and learn more about my condition.
Because of NOAA, we don't have to live with the fear that our child is going to face a lifetime of limitations.
And because of NOAA, we have other families that we can share our lifetime of experiences with.
Because of NOAA, I know I'll always have a shoulder to lean on.
Because of NOAA, I finally have learned about myself and how to cope with all the things I've had to deal with through life.
We can build NOAA into an organization that ensures that when a child with albinism is born, there'll be someone there to support, to guide and reassure that family. With your support, NOAA can help persons with albinism overcome the challenges presented by the condition and lead happy and full lives.
For more information, please contact NOAA at 1-800-473-2310 or visit our website at www.albinism.org. Our email address is info@albinism.org, or contact us by mail at